Um, so the first one is called The Struggler Story. I want to break free. I want to let loose. Show the world what I see, and they'll be sipping like juice. Put the pricky pen to paper, let them feel my story. And here you're a savior with all your guts and glory. The novel in me wants to let go. If you only could see and knew what I know. I can't let you free. I'm sorry, little paper. The inker's in the trash. I save the blank lines for later. The novel in me screams, then my brain catches fire. I hear it in my dreams every time that I'm tired. So now I stay awake, for sleep is overrated. My body's like cake that's been outdated. And I wanna like tell a backstory, but I really don't want to because I feel like the best part about art is just letting people, believe what they believe. So this one's kind of more straightforward, but yeah. Um, And then this one is called like Father Like Son. And so I wanted to try to put a story inside of a poem, kind of linear. So this was what I came up with. Hopefully it's funny. I don't know. We'll see what happens. My dad would tell me stories and jokes all the time. Some were just noises, others were rhymes. He'd tell me to stay young. The older you get, the crazier you'll be. Just a side note, we both wear glasses to see. So he tells me the story about going into the shower. He sings, he dances, stays in there for an hour. But then the moment hits, and he looks all over the place. Everything look HD, because his glasses still on his face. We both share a laugh, and I call him insane. Your glasses were on the whole time? I hollered with Fane. He nods his head like an ankle that's sprained. Just wait till you're older, it'll happen to you. My laugh's so loud, you don't have a clue. Years fly by, and I hop in the shower. My music was low, so I made it louder. How is it possible that I can see the water droplets? And just like that, I was no longer the opposite. As my hands move upward, I'm stuck in the space. I feel like a fool because my glasses are on my face. So that one's actually a true story, which is kind of makes it funnier. um, the next one I have is What Lies After Safety. And so this is kind of like a piece where it's me pretty much talking to myself. Um, and yeah, higher than a bald eagle, but still low enough to smell my blood. I'm standing on the precipice of adulthood, yet I don't feel like I belong. My knees aren't barking, and my spirit still glistens in the outdoors. But the calendar says the date loud enough for everyone to hear. May is going to hit me in the chest like a bag of potatoes, waiting to be steamed from the inside out. Is it possible to feel like one of those potatoes? The smoke of reality that fills my lungs every night before bed remind me that I'm getting closer. The baby steps look bigger than I remember. Maybe it's a fast baby who's eager about all the question marks. That'll happen in the next chapter? Or maybe there are no steps at all. If the time that's taking is actually my heart, then am I responsible for this? If fear feels the need to sneak up on me whenever I think, then am I the one to blame for this glitchy reality? All of these questions point to me, even though my sneakers are the ones on the scary cliff. The only option I have left is to jump. And yeah, that's kind of one that I'm always like thinking to myself. The next one I have is A Wave of Hope. When you hit a dead end and not a single beam of light hits your pupil, what do you do? Is it true that if they're chasing you and your heart can't hit the finish line, then your body begins to float? Like a boat in the ocean or a duck that glides across the surface waiting for its mother. When I see luck on the edge of the abyss, I don't run away from it, scared of what's going to happen down there. Uh, I don't even try to grab it. I just observe its beauty. I watch as it gleams at the top, trying to inhale just a little bit to breathe. It's not greedy, it just wants to stay alive. Would you squeeze the sparkle of luck until the pot runs out? Or glance at its glitter and hope that it chooses you as a partner? And then the next one I have, this one's actually one of the only ones I believe is like really, really serious. So I'm gonna compare that to Rosemary's, but that not as good. But this one's called A Bleeding Heart. You stare. This one is A Bleeding Heart. Sorry about that. You stare, and I can smell your fear from a mile away. Confused and concerned, but you don't look at it from my side. You don't care how I feel. My face is a crusty powdered donut, waiting to just be smeared, waiting to just be appreciated, like the Mona Lisa or a starry night. Instead, I feel like a blurry blue breeze that draws your eye like Van Gogh, wishing you'd see me for more than just a clown. My smile might be painted on, but it's smeared. You might be shocked or even scared, but stop scowling like them. They don't understand us. My heart is purer than the diamond ring that's on your finger, yet you don't say hi to me. I'm treated like a lion that's stuck in a cage, even though I'm ready to break the bars of society and actually believe again. Believe I can do better. Believe I can be better. Believe that my eyes don't need to cry for help every time I see someone stare at me. As if my mane is wild and my mind is a child, trying to put pieces together like kitchen tiles. So look into my matching hazel soul suckers surrounded by black holes and tell me what you see. Do you see a madman pretending to smile or a burning building that doesn't want the water? Which is, I actually just read that to my mom and she was shocked. So heck yeah. um, the next one is called Crushed Velvet. She throws the ring on the floor, his eyes completely shattered. 7 years down the drain next to the garbage I was destroyed. His sadness screamed at her as her feet raced to leave. He is filled with fear and surprise, for he never, ever saw this happening. It must feel weird for your heart to be singed even though the spark is gone. The diamond might be chilly, but it can't cool a fire that's lasted 7 years. His body is parched and his cracked lips lost the glue that held his whole life together. Demons and spiders are scary, but imagine being locked in the darkness without a hand to hold. Imagine being alone for the rest of your life, and all you have left is a lousy diamond that's waiting to rest on a finger, yet you're both awake in a box of loneliness. This is what he saw as the ring fell to oblivion. Which, another story I was trying to kind of communicate in there. And so the last one I have is Without a Wick, and it goes, it was warranted violence that led me to insanity and become a tree with no leaves. Feeling like December in the spring, but I cling to what I loved best, your touch. It filled my cup of tea so high it jumped over the brim and left me with enough energy to light a neighborhood for 3 weeks straight. But then the hand that stole you unplugged me from the wall and I was left dark and cold. My only source of light was, in fact, the warranted violence that left him as broken and bruised as I was. Have you ever heard the crackle of a firework and wonder how they feel to be shot into the darkness with their only source of light being themselves? I saw you as a complete painting, but instead you're a selfish puzzle that needs one more gob of glue and not that old tape that you've been using. Just remember, even a firework needs a spark to illuminate. Yeah, those are all different pieces that I want to communicate
Thank
there.
you, Colby. Uh,